Hello, Upstaters. Welcome to your Good Vibes Flow. My name's Eleni, if we haven't practiced together before. Thank you so much for joining me from wherever you are. We're going to get started straight away. So coming down onto your mats, we're going to come all the way down onto our backs. When you're ready, nice and slow, lower all the way down. Bring the legs nice and wide, so the feet almost as wide as your mat. And then just knock the knees in together. Relax the arms out wide, closing down your eyes. Softening the shoulders down towards the earth. And just taking some deep breaths here. In nice and slow to your lower belly. Feel it expand. Maybe even sigh out the exhale. The next few moments are completely yours, just to come into your space, into the four corners of your mat, and let everything else melt away. Beautiful. Take a deep breath here all together now. So exhale the breath out wherever you are. Inhale through the nose, fill all the way up, maybe the deepest of your day so far. Feel the belly expand. Open your mouth, sigh it out, release. Bring the palms to the earth, down beside you, ground down through the hands. We're going to take the feet about hip distance apart here. Coming into our rolling bridge to warm up through the legs, through the core. So draw the belly button back to the spine, ground down through the heels, and we'll take a deep inhale to roll all the way up, pressing the hips towards the sky, one vertebra at a time. Beautiful. Give the glutes a little squeeze at the top. Stay here, ground down through the heels a little more, and then exhale to slowly roll back down, just as gently as you went up. Beautiful. Two more just like that. Inhale to lift, using your breath to draw you all the way up, grounding down through the heels. Squeeze the glutes at the top. Exhale to lower back down. One more just like that. Ground down through the hands. Press through the heels, reaching all the way to the top, and we'll pause here. Squeeze the glutes a little more. Can you press the hips a little higher? Ground down through the left foot. Ground down through the toes, ground down through the hands, and we'll reach the right heel to the sky, lengthening the leg long. Beautiful. Flex the toes back towards the shins. Take the hips a little higher for 3. Squeeze the glutes a little more for 2. One more. And then gently swap it over, grounding down through the right heel, grounding down through the toes. Press the hips a little higher if they've dropped off, and then take the left leg high. Press the heel towards the sky. Flex the toes back towards the shins. Great work, Upstaters. Stay with it. Take a little higher for 3. Ground down through the hands for 2. For 1. Swap it over. Take the left foot down to the earth. Take a deep inhale here. Squeeze a little taller. And then exhale, roll all the way down. Great work. Hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. Maybe a rock from side to side. Just waking up through our back. Gonna come all the way up into our tabletop position. So either rock and roll up and down your spine, or maybe roll off onto one side. We'll meet with our hands stacked underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Beautiful. Pick up the ankles off the earth. Some circles here, just opening up one way and then the other. You might hear some crackles and pops, and that's okay. Gently soften the tops of the feet down to the earth. Cat-cow as you inhale. Dip the belly, chest lifts, eye gaze lifts. Exhale to round out through the spine. Press the earth away. Feel your shoulder blades kind of separate here. A little bit of expansion as you exhale. Inhale, dip the belly. Eye gaze lifts, chest lifts. Beautiful. Exhale to round out through the spine. One more here in your own breath, Upstaters. A nice, deep, slow breath in and out through the nose. Exhale to round. Tuck the chin to chest. Neutral spine as you inhale, flat back. Tuck under the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pressing the hips all the way to the sky. You might pedal out here for a few moments, waking up into the backs of the legs. Don't worry too much about your form right now. Just feeling into the body. You might inhale high onto the tippy toes to stretch the bottom of the feet out. One more full breath here, playing in your down dog. And then coming into stillness, pressing the hips to the sky. Little bend into the knees. Draw the belly button back to the spine. Ground down through the thumb and forefinger. Amazing work. One full round of breath here in our foundational pose. Maybe you sigh the exhale out. Take a deep inhale, bend through the knees even more, pressing the hips back towards the heels. Eye gaze to the top of the mat and slowly walk all the way forward. We'll meet in our forward fold at the top. Allow the head to be heavy, the heart space to melt down. Ragdoll, holding on to opposite elbow. A little sway from side to side. You might shake the head, yes or no, to make sure you fully relax down through the neck. Exhale, release the fingertips to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release. Reach up, stretch up, ground down through the heels to rise. Palms touch above our head. Exhale, little bend to the knees. Come all the way down. Halfway lift, flat back. Hands to the earth, step back, high plank pose, pausing here. Grounding down through the hands. You can drop to the knees whenever you need. Stay strong, squeeze through the legs, draw the belly button back to the spine. Breathing here. Maybe give yourself a little smile, starting to build a little heat in the body. Coming high onto the tippy toes. One more breath, you've got it. Stay where you are. Great work. Inhale, shift the weight forward over the wrists. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Lowering down nice and slowly. Hug the elbows in towards the ribs. Lower all the way to the earth. Inhale, active baby cobra. Lift the chest, maybe even lift the palms. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. Great work. Stay with it, come a little higher. Exhale, release all the way. Downward facing dog, press back through tabletop, tuck under the toes, hips towards the sky, sigh it out. Breath in to bend through the knees, press the hips back, step, jump or float all the way to the top of the mat. Forward fold, release. Halfway lift, flat back, inhale. Breath out to melt. Reach up, stretch up, ground down through the heels to rise. Reach the fingertips a little taller, maybe a baby back bend. Pressing the hips towards the front of the room. Beautiful, exhale to melt all the way down. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to release. Hands to the earth, high plank pose, you've got it. Stepping all the way back. Ground down through the hands. Squeeze the legs. Draw up through the belly button. Beautiful work, upstaters. Stay with it. Stay strong. Trust your strength in this pose. One more full breath. In and out through the nose. Inhale, we'll shift the weight forward. This time on or off the knees. Lower all the way to the belly. Nice and slow. Feel those triceps engage. Belly and chest land. Inhale, baby cobra. Heart space lift. Maybe the palms hover. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Ground down through the tops of the feet. You've got it. Exhale, release. Downward facing dog. Press it all the way back. Hips towards the sky. One full breath here. Exhale, release. Inhale to bend through the knees, eye gaze to the top of the mat. Step or jump or float all the way forward. Exhale, fold and release. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to melt. Reach up, stretch up, ground down through the heels to rise. Lift the hands to the sky and then to the heart space as you exhale. Pressing the palms together. Ground down through the left foot. Really press the toes into the earth. Press the heel down. I'm going to take the right knee up and into the chest. Flexing the toes towards your shin. Beautiful. Can you take it a little higher? Squeeze it a little more here. Warrior 3, as you bend into the left knee a little, press the right heel behind you. Nice and strong. Maybe you reach those fingertips towards the front of the room. Can you take the back heel a little higher? Great work, upstaters. One more full breath here. Nice long line of energy from the backs of your toes to your fingertips. Silently step it back, high crescent lunge. Toes find the earth, fingertips to the sky. Lunge a little deeper into that front leg. Draw in through the belly. You can take your feet a little bit wider for balance here as well if you'd like. Lunge even deeper. Squeeze the fingertips even taller. Inhale to reach up, stretch up. Exhale, cactus the arms. Low lunge, back knee finds the earth. Inhale, lift the hands. Lunge a little deeper, pressing the hips forward. Opening up into the hip and the groin on that right side. Exhale, half splits. Arms reach behind. Flex the toes towards your shin, straightening through that front leg. Maybe you melt your heart space down a little lower. Breathing here, give yourself a smile. Stay with it. Inhale, low lunge, sweep the hands high. Tuck under those back toes if they're not already. Take a breath in, high crescent lunge, reaching all the way up. Lunge a little deeper into that front leg. Squeeze the back leg a little stronger. Inhale to lift. Exhale, warrior 2. Back heel finds the earth. Lengthen the arms long towards the front of the room. Inhale, reach, flip and reverse your warrior. Windmill the hands to the earth. Stepping forward, forward fold, release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to melt. Reach up, stretch up, ground down through the heels to rise. Exhale the hands into the heart space. Catch your breath here. Ground down through that right heel this time. Ground down through the toes. Lift the left knee into the chest when you're ready. When you're feeling stable, flex the toes back towards the shins. We'll take warrior 3, hinging from the hips, pressing the left heel back behind you. Beautiful. Squeeze that leg long and strong. Maybe you reach the arms towards the front of the room. You take the back heel a little higher. You've got it, upstaters. Stay with it. Breathe through it. Squeeze that standing leg a little more for one more breath. Silently high crescent lunge. Step the back foot to the back of the mat. Lunge a little deeper into that front leg. Reach the fingertips a little taller. Squeeze the inner thighs together. The whole body's active here. Soften down through the shoulders a little more. Inhale to lift. Exhale, cactus the arms, sink low, coming into that low lunge. Lift the hands to the sky. Press the hips forward. Opening up into that groin, into that hip. Exhale, half splits. Reach the hands back as you straighten through the front leg. Flexing the toes back towards the shin. Can you melt the heart space down a little more here? Breathing in and out through the nose. One more full breath. Use the exhale to sink a little deeper. Inhale, low lunge, reach the fingertips tall. Tuck under those back toes if you haven't already. Inhale here, draw up through the belly button, high crescent lunge as you lift. Lunge a little deeper. Inhale to lift. Exhale, warrior two. Open up to the side of the room. Back heel finds the earth. Fingertips long. Shoulder blades kiss together a little at the back. Nice and active. Inhale to reach, flip and reverse your warrior. Take it back. Windmill the hands to the earth. Stepping all the way forward. Forward fold, release. Shake it out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to melt. Ground down to reach up. Stretch up, palms touch above your head. Exhale, little bend in the knees, fold all the way forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands to the earth, step or jump back, high plank pose, straight into your chaturanga. Inhale, shift the weight forward, on or off the knees, lower down. Baby cobra or upward facing dog, thighs lift, heart space lifts. Downward facing dog, rolling over the toes, pressing the hips all the way back. Arriving here, when you're ready, we'll take an inhale, bend through the knees, eye gaze to the top of the mat, step, jump or float all the way forward. Forward fold, release. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to melt. Reach up, stretch up, ground down through the heels to rise. Lift the fingertips to the sky, to the heart space as you exhale. Beautiful. Ground down through that right foot. Ground down through the toes. Inhale, lift the left knee into the chest. Flex the toes back towards the shins. Take a breath here. Get nice and strong and sturdy. When you're ready, warrior three, hinge from the hips. Press the heel back behind you. Squeeze the arms long and strong. Draw up through the belly button. Silently high crescent lunge. Step it back, fingertips to the sky. Lunge a little deeper into that front leg. Inhale, lift a little higher. Arrowhead, sweep the arms behind you. Keep the bend in the front leg. Stay engaged through the back leg. Lift the heart space a little more. Eye gaze just out in front of your mat. Great work. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Open through the heart space a little more. Can you draw the hands further away from the lower back? Breathe here. Take the weight into the front leg. Option to stay here, grounding down. Making it strong in the legs. If you'd like to go a little deeper and challenge yourself, take the weight even further into that front leg, and maybe, just maybe, the back toes hover off the earth an inch. Keep lunging in the front knee. Hover the back toes. You've got to upstaters. One more full breath. Remember to breathe. Gently step it back, warrior two. Open all the way up. Lunge a little deeper into that front leg. Challenge here, pick up the front heel. Lunge even deeper. Activate the calf, activate the hamstring. Reverse your warrior, take it back. Windmill the hands to the earth, runner's lunge, swiveling onto the toes of the back foot. Ground down through the front leg. Squeeze the back leg long and strong. Beautiful work. Squeeze the inner thighs together as we lift the hands up into the heart space. Keep the lunge nice and deep. So strong. If you're a little wobbly like me, that's okay. Press the palms together. We're going to take the left elbow to the outside of the right knee for our twist. Opening the heart space up to the side of the room. Squeeze the back leg long and strong. Press the palms together. Swivel the heart space a little more. Stay with it. Lunge a little deeper. And then eye gaze to the top of the mat. You got it, upstaters. We're gonna step forward into our twisted chair. Take the weight even further into the front leg. Step the back foot all the way forward to meet the front. Sink low. Squeeze the palms together. Sink even lower with the hips. Draw the palms back to the heart space now. Lift the chest a little more. Great work. I'm definitely sweating. I hope you are too. Sink even lower for one more breath. Exhale, release. Give the legs a little shake out. Amazing work. Inhale halfway. Exhale to fold. Reach up, stretch up. Ground down through the heels to rise. Exhale to melt all the way down. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to melt. Give it a shake out. We're gonna roll all the way to standing, one vertebra at a time. Give the shoulders a little roll back when you arrive. Inhale, sweep the hands high to the heart space. Exhale. Grounding down through the left foot this time. Gonna repeat that all on this side. Ground down through the heel, ground down through the toes. Draw the right knee up into the chest. When you're feeling stable, flex the toes back towards the shins. Warrior 3, take it behind you. Squeeze that leg long and strong. Maybe you reach the arms forward. Can you take it a little higher? Stay with it. Breathe through it. High crescent lunge, gently step it back. Fingertips lift. Lunge a little deeper into that front leg. Squeeze the legs a little more. Inhale to lift. Arrowhead as you exhale. Fingertips sweep behind. Chest lifts here. Eye gaze just out in front of your mat. Nice big long line of energy from the back heel all the way to the crown of the head. I can already feel it in that left side. I hope you can too. You've got it. Interlace the hands behind your back. Press them towards the back of the room. Maybe take them a little higher off the back of your back. Breathing here. Can you lunge even deeper? Option to stay here, activating through the legs. Otherwise, challenge. Come with me. Take the weight into the front leg. Lift the toes of the back foot just an inch. Keeping that lunge in the front leg. It's like a little half squat. Beautiful. One more breath. Wherever you are. Slowly release, warrior 2. Back heel finds the earth. Fingertips open all the way up. Option to take the front heel off the earth for a little challenge. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lunge a little deeper, activating through the calf. Beautiful. You might start to feel the shakes like me. That's okay. Exhale, reach, flip, and reverse your warrior. Windmill the hands to the earth. Runner's lunge. Frame the front foot with your hands. Toes of the back foot. Squeeze the legs nice and long and strong here. Lunge a little deeper. Breathing here. Draw up through the belly button as we lift the hands to the heart space. Lunge a little deeper. Press the palms together. We're gonna take that twist. Hook the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Squeeze that back leg long and strong. Can you open the heart space up a little more? Lunge a little deeper. You've got it. Hug the shoulder blades together. Press down through the palms. One more full breath here. Stay with it. Eye gaze to the top of the mat. Stepping forward as controlled as you can. Land in that chair. Keep opening the heart space up to the side of the room. Squeeze the thighs together. For 3, for 2. Draw the hands back out in front. For 1, sink a little lower. Exhale, release. Give it a shake out. Amazing work. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Reach up, stretch up. Ground down through the heels to rise. Exhale to melt all the way down. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, release. Roll all the way to standing, one vertebra at a time. Give the shoulders a nice big roll when you arrive. We'll inhale, sweep the hands high. Exhale to melt all the way down. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step or jump back. Your final flow here. You take your variation. On or off the knees. Squeeze the elbows in. Upward facing dog or baby cobra. Downward facing dog. Press the hips away. Deep bend into the knees. Eye gaze to the top of the mat. Step, jump or float all the way forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to melt. Reach up, stretch up, ground down through the heels to rise. Maybe that baby back bend, pressing the hips forward. Exhale, melt all the way down. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, melt. Sweep the hands high, chair pose. Sink the hips back. Everyone's favorite here. Keep the hands lifted. Option to bring them to the heart space if you need. And then I want you to sink as low as you can. This is a final bit of effort, so make it count. Draw the belly button back in towards the spine. Can you lift the fingertips a little higher? Sink a little lower. 3 more deep breaths, that's it. You can do anything for 3 breaths. Stay with it. Sink even lower. Beautiful work. Hands to the heart space. We're gonna take the knees out nice and wide and slowly lower all the way down to a seat in your own time. Drop the bottom, take the feet out. Amazing work. Coming all the way down onto your backs. We'll draw the arms out in front, squeeze the shoulder blades back, and we'll lower all the way down. When you arrive, hug those knees into the chest. Give them a nice big squeeze. A little rock from side to side. Allowing your breath to start to soften. Lower the feet down to the earth. Take the hands out nice and wide. Couple of those rolling bridges here to finish. Ground down through the hands, ground down through the heels. We'll take a deep inhale here, rolling the hips high. 1 vertebra at a time, squeezing the glutes at the top. And then gently, softly, rolling all the way back down. 2 more just like that, upstaters. Inhale to roll it nice and high. Exhale to lower all the way down. Last one here. Take it as high as you can. Really ground down through the heels. Squeeze the glutes at the top. Press down through the hands. And then exhale. Slowly roll it down. Take the feet nice and wide on the mat. And just gently drop the knees over to the right side. Lengthen the arms out wide. Maybe you close down your eyes here. If you'd like to take it a little deeper, you can take that right ankle on top of the left knee and gently guide it down towards the earth. Eye gaze coming back towards your left fingertips. Nice couple of deep breaths here. Unravel the legs. Take the feet wide again if they've moved, and then drop them to the left side. Again, option to take the left ankle on top of the right knee. Gently guide it down towards the earth. Eye gaze going back towards your right fingertips. Had an amazing job, upstaters. Slowly come back through center. Give the legs one last big squeeze here. And then soften all the way out into your Shavasana. Legs coming nice and long, arms coming nice and wide. Close down those eyes. All the hard work's done. A moment for your mind to rest, to ground down here. Option to stay here in your Shavasana for as long as you need today. It is completely your practice. Listen to your body. If you're ready to get up and moving, start to gently wriggle into the fingers and toes. Roll off onto your preferred side and press all the way up into a comfortable seat. Keeping your eyes closed down, palms meet at our heart space. We'll take our thumbs to the third eye, the spot between our eyebrows, for kind thoughts, to our lips, for kind words, and back to the heart, for kind feelings to those around us and to ourselves. Together we bow forward and say, Namaste. Thank you so much, Upstaters, for joining me on this good vibes flow. It was an absolute pleasure. I hope to see you next time. My name's Eleni.